Hi everybody, how are you? This is Dr. Tom Lionel with the North Isle Wellness Center. I'm sitting here with Marissa, and Marissa and I have had a great experience the last 6 weeks or so. She actually came in on an emergency visit basis because she had broken out in a terrible case of shingles. So Marissa, why don't you tell them a little bit about what had happened?
Okay, so approximately, I guess what you said, 6 weeks ago,
6 weeks.
I was diagnosed with shingles. My mother did not believe me. I don't know how I got it. Apparently, you can get it if you have chickenpox when you're younger, and a stressful situation can arise and it can come out and erupt. And I just had a baby. I was having latching problems because I'm breastfeeding. So I think with that problem and the fact I wasn't getting any sleep, I started erupting in these dots on my chest, right where I'm kind of breastfeeding, which is not a really great idea, where you want to get shingles.
Sure.
So all of a sudden, I started getting all these little red pussy dots. And I went to my mom, and she did not believe me. She said I had poison ivy, but there would be really no way I would ever be able to get poison ivy because I haven't gone anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in the house all day long, and poison ivy doesn't grow in your house. So
How old is your son?
Well, now he's 3 months. So at the
very,
time,
very young child.
yes, he was around 2 months, less than 2 months at the time.
He was a little baby, and she was breastfeeding virtually on his schedule, and I know it was in the middle of the night because I remember you coming in saying...
Well, it was worse than the middle of the night. I was actually breastfeeding almost 24/7 to the
Right.
fact that my friends thought that it wasn't like natural,
Mm-hmm.
but I kept saying, the books are saying this. But we ended up finding out at the same time that I got shingles, my lactation specialist told me that my baby ended up having tongue tie, which it kind of correlated with when you have tongue tie, the baby was latching so much. He was inefficiently eating. So he was eating like 24/7, not getting any sleep, and I couldn't even eat.
So you really had your hands full.
I was definitely crazy. So now I get shingles. I don't know how. I was at a party the day before. I was at a pool party, and people were behind my back saying, what are those things on Marissa's chest, because the way my bathing suit was. So the next morning I tell my mom, I'm going to the dermatologist. Either you're going to come with me or I'm going by myself. And we went, and that's the lady. The minute she walked in, she said, you have shingles. And I was like, really? My mom's like, no, she doesn't. And the lady's like, yes, she does. You can see it goes on a nerve line. So now at least I knew what I had. So they offer me now to take Valtrex, which everyone knows is a herpes medication, where I don't have herpes. I have herpes zoster, which is a shingles. So now I'm like, why would I take something for herpes simplex, which is a genital disease or in your mouth, when that's nothing what I have? But I don't care at that point because I was in so much pain. I thought I was like on death's door.
Here was the thing that I remember that's very important, and I'm proud of her for this. She didn't want to put anything in her body that could affect her child.
Yeah.
She's very organically based. She's very good about her diet. And the thing was, is where her baby was latching on, the infection was from here all the way around her back and then all over her back. And she was concerned, what if I put my child too close to it? Is it going to affect it? I said, well, I'm more concerned about you putting Valtrex into your system and your child taking that drug through you. So we were at odds on that because she was in so much pain. And when I met her,
I thought I was going to die.
She was not well. She was really in a lot of pain, and she was more concerned for her child, for herself. So I have to give you credit on that one.
That's
you're
true.
A good mom.
And guess what? The doctor told me it was okay for breastfeeding.
Where I would kind of not agree.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't agree either.
Right.
So, but at this point, there's nothing I can do. So my mom made 2 appointments, one in the morning for a naturopath and one in the afternoon for you.
Okay.
So we go to the first appointment, and the guy is sitting there, does no tests on me, does nothing, and looks at me and tells me what's my blood type, and I'm a B positive. And at that point, I was in so much pain. I remember the baby wanted to eat, and he didn't even want me feeding the baby. And I remember thinking, like, this is the guy I'm going to. Well, he gave me a list of things I have to do, which is sleep, which I'm a new mother. There's no way I'm getting sleep. I should buy a crock pot and make my own food in a crock pot. And I should have no stress. I can't work. I can't do this, and I can't do that. And I should hire someone at nighttime to watch the baby.
In a fairy tale, this is a great
concept. Great? I should hire someone to watch the baby.
In a world where everything is perfect and you can hire people to work for you 24/7, that's great. But we live in the world of reality where you still have to function.
And now he's telling me this could take 3 to 6 months. So at this point, we leave there, and he tells me all I need to do is get rest. So now I'm like, I'm going to die. There's no way I'm never getting better. And then this is the best part. You start getting calls from friends when you have to call your friends now. Because as I said, I was at a party with little kids. I have to call them up now, tell them if their kids don't have chickenpox, they might get it from me. And I tell my friends, everyone and their mother has had shingles, and everyone has it now for 9 months, 6 months, 3 months longer. They've been in the worst pain. My father even had it, so it was the worst pain of his life. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So now my mom says we're going now to see Dr. Ionello.
I think you can tell she's quite animated.
I'm a very animated person. All right. So I keep it real. So now my mom says we're going to see Dr. Ionello, and I said, oh no, I'm not going. That Di said I need to get rest. I'm not getting in the car for an hour. I'm not going. I'm gonna die.
I can have that part too. Yeah, they don't live around the block. They live about an hour away.
So I said I'm not going. She's like, you're getting in the car and going. Well, I get in the car. I reluctantly got in the car. We came here. All of a sudden, there's actually tests getting done and things that you can actually figure out what's wrong with me. And the best part was when we finally did all the testing, the valve checks and this medication they wanted me to give me to put on the shingles, which is really for people with herpes for their mouth, which I did call the CVS. And they did tell me, oh, no, we're going to try that out on you. They don't even know if it works. When you tested me, it didn't even work.
So what she's saying is that we have the ability to put something on your body and ask your body if this is good for that body. And she said, will this help me? I said, well, let's see what your body says. So, I didn't tell her to take it or not to take it.
Yeah, you did it. And my mom told me not to, but I was going to take it.
But I said, let me just tell you what your body thinks about this.
Yeah.
Right? So sure enough, her body didn't like it. And I said, Marissa, your body's saying it doesn't like this. I'm just telling you what your body said. You do what you want to do.
Exactly.
So you ended up getting examined here, and then she tested for some calcium lactate.
Yeah, and then
and for Imuplex.
Yeah, Imuplex, Diaplex, Drenin.
Right, because her adrenals were shot. What a surprise, because she's exhausted.
And there was another one, something else.
But the point being is that everything that was weak on examination was corrected by way of nutrition.
Exactly. And Nadine, thank the Lord for her, your wife told me, take the calcium and mix it with water and get it into a paste, which I did. And I put it all over here. And let me tell you, I was shedding all around the house. I had white stuff after it dried. I really did.
But it worked.
And it worked, and no one could believe it.
Yeah.
And even to this, I think people think that they're like, she really didn't have shingles. It's not right.
So
but I did.
I know you did, and I want you to tell them how long did it take before you got relief from the pain?
Literally, it probably took 3 to 4 days. And I remember you gave me your number to call him. He never gives his cell phone out. You told me to call you, but then I didn't know if it got worse, should I call? So I didn't call. I think you were mad at me. I
was just concerned.
You were concerned because
I wanted to make sure it was okay, because I know she's trying to take care of a little child. She's got no help. She's got no sleep, and she's right. You can see she was right on the edge of collapsing. And I said, I can't let this girl collapse. She's got to take care of this baby. And I said, I know she'll get better if she does what she has to do. But she was very compliant. She said, I remember you said to me, I will do anything I have to do to get better.
And I did.
And she meant it, and she did it. She got her sugar.
Yeah.
She had no sugar.
You told me no sugar.
And she did it. And she took all her supplements. And she said, I'll eat anything you tell me to eat. I'll do. And she did everything to the letter. And she felt better within days. And I know as far as examination goes, within basically a week or two.
It was a week when you thought I was a new person, and then 2 weeks you couldn't believe it, and then it kept going more.
I was so proud of her because she just blew right through it. You've never seen anybody get better from shingles like she got better from shingles.
It's a miracle. I still believe you're like a miracle worker.
I appreciate that. But it's really nutrition response testing that's the miracle. It's just that that's what we use. So this was a good story because I know a lot of people out there with shingles who have them year after year after year with stress and everything else, and they never get better, and they're medicated and they're miserable. And I'm telling you, this woman was in such bad shape. I almost wish they could see what you look like.
I wish we had a videotape to see what I look like. I would have looked like.
But she really did beautifully. We're very proud of her, and she's just another good miracle case in our office. And I am very proud of her. My pleasure.
I really appreciate that, Myrtle, because I don't know what I would have done if I never met you.
I'm very glad you came in.
So
again, guys, listen to what Marissa says. Don't think that there's no way you couldn't be helped just because other people couldn't help. Even something like shingles, which is incredibly painful and debilitating, she got rid of it within a matter of days to weeks, and she came out and she feels great.
And just think about this. You were the third. I went to a medical doctor, a naturopath, and then you. So 3rd time's a charm.
All right. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.